What if I told you that suicidal thoughts are actually a coping mechanism for many of us? Would that surprise you? In this video, I'll talk about some of the many functions that suicidal thoughts and behaviors might serve, and how they can even become reinforcing. This is Speak the Unspeakable, a series focused on suicide prevention through the lens of lived experience. My name is Scott Teichmer. I'm a suicide preventionist and a suicide attempt survivor. Just as there are many different pathways that can lead to suicide, there also exist many different forms and functions of suicidal thoughts. The reason it is crucial that we examine the ways in which our suicidal thoughts and behaviors function in our lives is so that once identified, we can find alternative coping mechanisms to help us fill those roles in more adaptive ways. Now, this becomes especially important for individuals with chronic thoughts of suicide. As the more reinforcing suicidal thoughts become, the more easily they can almost become automatic conditioned responses to a particular set of experiences or circumstances. So what are some of the potential functions of suicidal thoughts? They could provide relief as a potential means of escape or avoidance, such as an end to unbearable pain, fear, distress, or suffering, whether it's emotional, physical, or mental in nature. They could also provide one with a sense of control or autonomy just in knowing that there's always a way out, or a sense of relinquishing shame, accepting defeat, or even unburdening others. Suicidal thoughts could even be a way of alleviating emotional numbness. So for those that might not really feel like they're alive, that might feel like they're lost in a sea of nothingness, just having a sense of sadness or of pain or some other negative emotion can sometimes be preferable to that sense of nothingness. One of the most important functions of suicidal thoughts that I think we need to pay attention to is that of communication, or more specifically, our need to feel understood. We are social beings. We have the human need for belonging. If we do not feel seen, if we do not feel that we have the ability to feel understood in our lives, suicidal thoughts can step in and give us a false sense that we will finally be understood, if not in life, at least in death. And very often, many of the contributing factors that lead to suicide are social in nature. While a fatal act of suicide clearly does not bring one more connectedness and actually serves as the ultimate act of disconnection, suicidal thoughts, on the other hand, have the ability to give us a false sense of connection, a false sense of understanding, and in doing so can become reinforcing. As we begin to identify and understand the ways in which suicidal thoughts function in our lives, we can become better able to deal with those thoughts and to find alternative strategies to meet our human needs. I again want to stress our need for communication, for connection, and for understanding. Many of us have experienced unspeakable pain, unspeakable loss, trauma, shame, and hopelessness. We can no longer settle for the false sense of understanding, for the false sense of connectedness and connection that suicidal thoughts provide. We deserve to feel seen. We deserve to feel understood in this life. You are important and you are not alone. Let's work together to cultivate the ability to speak the unspeakable.
If you like this video, comment, click subscribe, and give a like below. Take a deep breath, now let it out. Roll your shoulders back and hold your head up high.